So I'm Aliana, and I currently attend RPI, also known as Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. And here I'm a freshman majoring biology. And in the next few snaps or stories, I'll talk about my experience here, and I'll just show you guys around. I don't know if I stated it before, but RPI is located in Troy, New York, which is very, very close to Albany. And there's not a lot of things to do here, but I also come from New York City. I went to Brooklyn Technical High School where I was a biosci major, and I'll talk more about that now in the next slides. So at Tech, I studied biosci, as I said, and so when choosing my colleges, I knew that I wanted to go to a school that focused in biology and would have a lot of opportunities for me in terms of research and volunteering, things that will help me get into med school, which is my track. Speaking more to the school environment here, RPI is just as big as Brooklyn Tech with 6,000 kids, and so class size depends on what you're taking. And so my chem class literally has 200 to 300 kids, and my sociology class has 15. So talk more about RPI, I would love to talk about my experience with Road to Uni. And all I would say is that Cielo is literally the best. If you're ever thinking about buying a package, I would say just buy it, because what you thought was great, she will make you realize that it could be even greater. Then you know that filling college apps is no easy thing, and then on top of that you have scholarship applications. And so through Road to Uni's posts and their Insta stories, they really helped me out a lot. And I remember Cielo literally editing my essay on Instagram Live. Really like to stress about Road to Uni is that even though I personally never bought a package, even though I wish I did, Cielo was really, really nice. I would personally DM her and she would answer any questions that I have. And it just goes to show you how far she'll go to see anyone get into their dream college. Back to RPI and why I chose RPI. So I did a flying program here called STAR, and I stayed here for 3 days, 2 nights, and I was able to see the campus and talk to other kids, specifically minority kids, and that really opened my eye to RPI. So prior to the flying program, I really did not know what RPI was. I really just did the flying program because I wanted to expand my horizons. I wanted to not only apply to big name schools like your SUNYs and your CUNYs and your Ivies, but other schools, you know. After the flying program, I really knew that RPI was my top 3 choices, and so my choices were Syracuse, RPI, and Penn State. But ultimately, what made me come here was the financial aid package, the academic rigor, and the culture and social environment here. Started off, I did get accepted into Syracuse, Penn State, Stony Brook, UBuff, and your CUNYs. But ultimately, I decided to come to RPI because it was significantly a lot cheaper for me to come here than to stay in the city and commute back and forth. My parents, they went to college, and so they accumulated a lot of student loan debt that they're still paying off. And so when it came time to choosing the college that was best for me, it had to be one that was going to help me in my future, but also not limit me in terms of student loans and put me in deep debt. If you caught it, but in the previous snaps, I showed that for me to go to SUNY and CUNY, it would have cost 10 to 14K. But to go to RPI, I literally paid $1,200, which is very, very affordable for me. So what I would say is don't be afraid of those private school sticker prices, because there are a lot, but they do have a lot of money to give, and they are willing to give it to you if you appeal. And so I really did appeal, and I even encouraged my friends to do so, which Cielo helped me with, which really reduced my costs and made it so affordable for me. 2 previous snaps, I showed you guys how Road to Uni really, really helped me get that extra 5K just to go to RPI. And so it really made it affordable for me. And so I would really tell you guys, appeal. Med school to do my job if I ever decide to change my major. And that's really, really important to me, and it should be for you. From financial aid and stuff, I would love to talk to you guys about RPI academics. And so coming here, I heard that RPI was really, really tough. That's something you hear about all the time, but it's tough for a reason. It's tough because RPI is known for get not just a name, but also know how to do your job, because names can only get you so far. And so that's why I chose RPI, because I know that even though it's hard, I'm going to have to work really, really hard. I will come out knowing everything I need to know to having students that when they graduate, they get high paying jobs and all of that stuff, because employers know that RPI students know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. And wherever you go, that's something that you would really want to consider. You want assistance in your classes without feeling afraid. And it's really, really helpful. It has helped me out so much. Ask for help. It's literally it's okay to ask for help. But what RPI does is that we have ALAC, which is one of our tutoring centers, and IPAC, which is mainly for chem. But also integrated in our classes and our schedule are mentoring blocks, and quiz blocks. So lectures, these classes are intro classes and they're huge. You don't always have the time to go to your like professors or your TAs. So these sessions with like no more than like 15 kids are designed to help you. A couple features I would love to highlight about like RPI academics is that yes, it's hard. The administration knows, and that's why they have a lot of resources available for you to get help, which is like really, really important because you can't, as much as you think, you can't all do it on your own, and it's okay to. My biggest academic struggle here has been very simple: time management. I suck at it every week. I strive to get better. And also, honestly, read your textbooks. Like, they help out so much. That's something that I've been slacking on. But every week, I'm like working to get better. To make this like story so long, but I will include like a little question box like up there or something. So like if you have any questions about RPI or anything like that, like feel free to ask, or like you can even DM me and I'll show you guys a lot more tomorrow, like what RPI looks like, my classes, like what I eat, all that type of good stuff, and I'll let you guys know tomorrow. So bye. So dorming is one of the most important aspects of like going away for college. A lot of people, this is your first time being on your own, and so like you really want to have like the best living situations as possible for you. And so like when doing my room selections, like I knew I wanted to have like as much as a personal bathroom as possible. If you get what I mean, like I did not want to do communal bathrooms. And so I was able to choose my roommate. And so I chose one person that I met from my flying program. So it was great, like coming into RPI. I know many people, but also knowing my roommate, which is something that a lot of people don't have. So it's really great to have that relationship. And also, so I live in Warren Hall, but there are like 6 other halls that you can live in. And they all have different like room styles. So we live in a suite, a double suite, because it's 2 people, and we have our own bathroom. Currently, there's a divider that you see here, and so there's a closet, another closet, and like a dresser with a mirror in the middle. But we also each get our own like desk. We get our own 3 drawer dresser. So it's mine is under my bed. You can't see it right now. And so on the other side of this divider, it's simply just like a wall with like holes in it. You can put stuff up on it. And so I chose this dorm because like it's sort of like 2 rooms. Everyone walks in, they're like, oh, it's so big. But there are many different options and you do get to choose. It's first come, first serve. So wherever you go, if it's like that, like fill it out ASAP. And so like the question thing that I put up yesterday disappeared. But before I go off to like do my homework and end the takeover, I would like to talk to you guys about AP credits. So a lot of you guys are probably taking APs right now because like, you know, they'll help you get into college. It shows that like you challenge yourself, but also for the college credits. And so personally, I came in with 20 AP credits. I got credit for AP Bio, AP Psych, AP World, AP Spanish, and AP English. And even though RPI is very STEM focused, my electives will help me out later on in my bio-curriculum where there are room for free electives. And so at RPI, you have to take HOS, humanities and social sciences. And so basically how I think of it is that you take all these STEM classes, but you also need like your English and like just liberal arts courses. And so we are mandated to take at least one every semester. And so currently mine is tracked to allow me to have a minor in like public health and psychology. And so my AP electives have helped me get out of some of that. And so I currently have credit for like 3 of my minor courses, which is really great. But I would just say double think about like taking your AP credits wherever you go, because for instance, if you are an engineering major and you have credit for physics 1, a physics course that you took your like junior year of high school, and now you're entering college 2 years later and you're in physics 2, you don't know what's going on, you like vaguely remember it, you will suffer. So I would really like think twice about taking in your AP credits. And if you have like any questions, there was a Discord chat for our year, and there currently is, and a lot of people ask questions. Like, don't be afraid to ask questions and like ask upperclassmen how they feel about that type of stuff, because like they are there to help.